Legend of Total War here with part 75 of my Hearts of Iron 4 Let's Play campaign as Japan. Right, so previously, World War III continues, mostly to my favour, I think. We have secured India and Sri Lanka, well, if you don't count that crap. We've started an invasion of Malaysia / Indonesia. We have really pushed far into Africa, and we got a gridlock here in France, and we're pushing into Canada, of course. So what we're doing here is we're just waiting for all their organisation to fall apart before we attack them. Most of their forces were in here, so they haven't got much out this way, so we can afford to be a bit patient, I think. Their forces are still struggling to get away. How are we going for supplies out here? This is the only area in the world where we have supply issues. Except for out... Okay, we've got supply issues over here. Right, why do we have supply issues there? What's going on? Because we don't own enough of the edge provinces. Okay, that's an edge province. We need to start securing those. They won't put up much of a fight without supplies. The thing is, even with their low supply, the fact that we have to fight them on a mountain sort of gives them higher stats than us. However, they just don't have much organisation, so we may still end up winning. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's right, we've got issues over here. They're actually making full-scale attacks. Now, the river crossing penalty that they're suffering is only 24%, which isn't much. Good thing this French idiot here is not particularly strong. This guy, he'd be getting pretty old now. He's getting shot out of the sky there. Are those my crappy planes? Probably. Hopefully, at the very least, it has reduced their air superiority penalty. Or bonus, or whatever. Did I... Oh, fuck me sideways. They're heading into this region here. We can't have that. I'm building in this region. Don't you dare take it. 18 hours. When will they get here? One day. Okay, we'll get there before them. Oh, fuck, they beat us here. Okay, we got problems here. We gotta deal with this. They're coming at us hard and heavy here. Okay, we need to pull back to these points. If we can't hold Tolu, don't try to. Just get the fuck back down this way. Yeah, you need to get back here. At least, if we get over here, we got some serious... Well, actually not serious. We got some forts here that can help in this river crossing. That'll help as well. Fuck the forts we've built there. Shit. Yeah, they just came at us pretty hard and heavy there. We've got to preserve our troops. We need their troops more than we need the land. Unfortunately, the land there would really help us in victory against France. But we're focusing on Africa for the time being. I really wish I had built those forts a bit earlier. Okay, we'll need someone to occupy that area as well. You guys hurry up and get over here. I need them to secure the forts along here. And I want to control this river. We'll figure out another way of getting in there. I feel like they're totally ripping apart my planes. Alright, I'm just gonna forget air superiority, go for interception. Just start getting rid of their planes. Okay, now this here. Okay, construction forts, build it up. Forget about this. And this one, forget about it. And we need it there as well. And all along here. They need to be built up much higher. Come on, douchebags, get over here. I may need more reinforcements over here. Okay, well, I've got a bunch of guys in India standing around. I've got 70 tanks just not doing anything. Well, they're going to have to... The problem is they have to cross the Mediterranean. That's going to be a pain in the ass. So they have to get as close as possible. The closest point is here. That they can get there by land. Oh, piece of crap. That wrong one. It'll take them probably a couple of weeks to get there, but that's okay. I'm sure my guys can hold out a little while over here. The thing is about this area here, I should have built those forts earlier. I probably could have defended that. It wasn't defensible land. This is defensible here, that's defensible. So we build up our forts here, we'll be fine. Just don't let them have control of any forts, otherwise we're going to have a harder time taking it. Alright, how do we go with that? Okay, it's helped with the supply in this area, but it's not fixed. Yeah, we'll win that. Because they have no supplies, what are they going to do? They should still be going in the right direction, right? Come on, you need to hurry. Because if we get up here, being on the mountains and having forts, they're not going to progress. Even with their huge air superiority bonus, which doesn't seem to be making a big difference that we've got aircraft here. He didn't get overrun, he ran away. It's okay. As long as he gets back here fairly quickly. Oh no, maybe I will put them on air intercept. I mean, air superiority. So I think that's an allied plane there. Representative, I don't know. They're really hitting this region here very hard. It's going to take a while for these forts to get built if they're constantly... Oh, look, we've got air superiority. Huh. Guess we killed enough of their planes. See, that's only a forest though, so that really does need to prioritize. Oh shit, look, the forts are already damaged. Okay, I kind of need to focus on other things, but that does seem to be fairly urgent. Oh, we took all that area pretty much free. Shit. Get in there. How are they hitting us so hard here? I mean, look at our defenses here. We just crumble so quickly. Do they have a planning bonus? Yeah, okay. Well, that'll hopefully go away in time. So we get to get them forts up. Guys holding out alright there. It's just that a lot of their reserves haven't come in yet. Okay, just pause it for a second. I don't want to neglect what's going on over here as well. We just need to keep moving. Might issue a couple of orders there. Someone needs to be making just a quick stop to the port. Yeah, downside of France losing now that I have to deal with this. Them fighting on the mountains here is going to give a greater defensive penalty to them than attacking across the river. Okay, so some of the forts, they definitely are getting built. It just takes a bit of time. So if we could just hold that a little while longer, an extra 15% bonus for us would be a massive bonus. I need more soldiers here. Well, I'm bringing in an additional 70. I don't think I need these guys. Don't worry about them right now. We're not getting pushed back here. Yep, they're getting squashed. There's only one guy there. You need to make sure it's adequately adequately defended in all of these areas. There's only one tank there. I'll just grab one of these infantry, bring them over here. This will be a lot easier to defend than here. Just need to keep that in mind. But that being said, there's a lot of them. We don't even know. 107 divisions that are known. When I saw them, bolstering their forces here, I should have done something about it. I missed an opportunity here. Still, that being said, I mean, they're just using sheer numbers against us. Our stats are so much higher than theirs. Oh, okay. You can see how many planes they've got. They've got tons. These are support planes. Okay, after this planning bonus has gone away, it'll take them some time before they do it again. Hopefully, within that time, we will have been able to build a few more forts along here. And repair the ones that we've got. Oops. I might actually build these all up to level 10. No, not that one. Because if we have it to level 10, they will not get through. Planning bonus and all that kind of shit. Because level 10, that's 150 defensive penalty. You're not getting through that. That's on top of you know, mountain penalty, a fortification as well. They're not getting through. Now let me see here. So they're on scraping the barrel. Eventually they're just going to run out of men, because I think that's the main strike force is like Belgium and Netherlands. Why are you taking so long to get here? Alright, so looking at that, okay, Belgium have not much. It's got to be like UK forces. And also our commander is a lot better than theirs. Why are you taking so long? Are you even coming over here? Jesus Christ. Okay. Like I said, this is more defensible, that one not so much, than here. But this is where they're hitting us hardest. Okay, the Indians, well, the army that was at India, it's on its way, it's about a third of the way there. Yep, they're winning. And that supply really kicks us in the arse over here. Alright, edge regions are along here. So go and take this. If you take that, that'll give them more supply, because that there did not work. Problem is though, by sending more units in there, we'll need more supply. Okay, so that controlled retreat seemed to work, because they're coming out here. Stats are not brilliant. Very damaged infrastructure as well. Well, like I said, let's just hope that that planning bonus is now pretty much over. We'll just see how we go. I wonder if I should use Kamikaze Strike. So look at them, they're bashed to shit. They're going to run into the same problem that the Russians had, where they're going to waste all of their manpower on an area that is really quite easy to defend. I didn't do a very good job of defending it, but now that we've seen how hard they're going to push here, we're obviously going to... They've missed their chance to really do some damage. All they've managed to do is gain a little bit of worthless territory. Except for, you know, a few victory points. So it's going to slow down my victory over France. That's 5 victory points there. But Algiers is 5, so I just get that back. Essentially. Okay, we've got further bad supply in Egypt. Okay, so these guys here are about to be eradicated. We've now lost nearly 300,000. How many units do they have there in there? Quite a lot. Not to mention they lose all that equipment. So they need to produce all that shit. Yeah, right now I'm kind of wishing France had stayed in Axis a little while longer. I don't know. Just to have, I guess, finished off India and doing some more stuff out here. Okay, this isn't working, so back off. Oh good, you managed to beat them there. I want you lot to take them. Okay, so they should be getting, yep, overrun right there. Well, someone took a lot of casualties. Let's have a look. How strong is Germany? Where are they? Because they're considered a major country. The German Republic have got a lot of troops. Okay, how are we going over here? Is this still a massive stalemate? It's like we've got no attack power at all. Okay, you ready to go? These guys are over here. Hang on, what's all this shit? Borneo? Yeah, I already know about that crap. Okay, time to go. You're not ready yet. Okay, we got a questionable battle over here. Let's send them some infantry. So yeah, the longer we can hold out here, the easier it will be to defend. See, look at this, the forts have been built up. No damage levels, that's good. Some of it damaged. Okay, if someone needs to stay behind there. Got any infantry? No. I think only one will do it. Okay, now we need to begin our next phase of attack, I suppose. Don't attack mountains, attack through the hills if we can. I think we should try and surround these guys. It's only a small one, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. So, with 3 land forts, that's going to increase or decrease their attack by 45%. That one is only by 15% because it's damaged. It'll get repaired over time, but they are still in the mountains. That one's completely damaged. So yeah, they're using some strategic bombing over here. I wonder what the range is over here. Send them in to do some bombing as well. See if they like it. I'm going to send this guy to here because I don't think we need 9 units or 10 units in that region. It's okay, yeah, there's escorts out here, so you guys should be safe. They do have some defenders here, and this is mountain, I think, isn't it? Shit. I was hoping they wouldn't defend it. You fucking idiots. You're supposed to defend them. If they're gonna get attacked before they even get there, they're not gonna be able to take it. Okay, they're attacking here, but it's nothing. Okay, I wonder if we can quickly change the plan. Because I'd rather land... Come on, change your plan. Okay, they have to go back and redo it, though. Because what we can do is we can land there and then attack. I don't want the additional naval penalty. Because one unit would be able to defend against them. It just would be pointless to attack. Plus it'd cost us so many men. Good, they're on their way. An additional 70 men here. We should have the supply for it because it's over across a number of regions. Number of provinces. The big problem though is that we'll have to bring this fleet over here and provide support. In fact, I'll send like 10 of them to Barcelona, and then we'll try doing a naval invasion, probably around the corner here, because we can use America as a bit of a backup, put it back to it. What, we got no men to this or something? No divisions. Hang on. They're just retreating. No, but we'll come back to that. Just let him handle this. You come down here. No defenses here at all. Still have massive supply issues here. If anything, it's worse than it was before. 25% of previous infrastructure, apparently that's 0. Okay, just want to leave one guy behind, send the rest back. Because they can't supply them. These here don't need to stay here anymore, you can come over here. In fact, strategically redeploy because I need you to come over here quickly. Same with you. Let's get the fuck out of there, because if I can't supply them, there's no point. Fine. Because this way I can stop them from taking casualties and getting some of the goddamn war effort. This war effort is all mine, bitch. Alright, so... a whole bunch of things are coming up. What's this? CV naval bomber. Don't care. We don't have the materials for it anyway. So, let's see. How's this coming along? So it's at 3. Yeah, their strategic bombing seems to be really annoying. It's more like tactical bombing, I suppose. Now, how much of our... oh, jeez. A lot of our factories, or a lot of these orders aren't really getting done. Just, I guess there's other things need to be done. Once the repairs don't usually take very long. Once that's all done, repairs will happen a lot quicker. You finally destroyed one of the submarines. Well, at least that's one done. That guy's almost ready. Okay, so it doesn't need any more planning time. We just had to reorganize. Right. Oh, okay, because he's not an escort, even though he is actually providing more protection than before. Alright, all systems a go. So they're making attacks all along here, but they're all pointless. They must be sending a lot of troops here, but they actually have supply issues. And we've got air superiority, so that's good. all that time producing all those crappy aircraft seems to be coming in handy right now. Alright, so just leave these two behind, and let's attack through here around Algiers. I'm pretty sure we nuked Algiers, didn't we? Yeah. A lot of divisions out this way. 162 up against 34, so we're massively outnumbered. So these guys are doing a great job, I suppose, if they can hold this line, to tie up 162 of them just using 30 of ours. Of course, we've got a bunch of guys that are doing absolutely nothing. But we'll worry about that later. Okay, now, over here in Canada, what are we doing? What the fuck are American troops doing there? Oh, you finally made it over here. Okay, luckily you only bordered this region here, so both of you can attack it. Alright, good. How's their planning bonus if they've still got it? A lot of them are pretty raw recruits. Just need these forts to get built. Valencia's been bombed quite hard. I feel like the worst of that is over for now. Okay, so in the Red Sea. Okay, our ships are taking them down. What is it? Just a couple of small ships? Nothing major. Just get rid of it. We need to get over here. Hurry up, because we've hit a standstill here. Alright, supplies. At least it's under control. They're now still not perfect, but that's okay. If we took this region here, that would give us 100% of the incoming edge regions. Right, I think I only need to send like a handful of them. And then hit them there. Good. How are we going out here? Okay, they've arrived. You no longer need to be part of that guy's army, you need to be part of his. Alright, if I'm going to send you over there, I'm sure as shit going to give you naval support. It's not a naval invasion, it's just they need to get over here. We could attack Italy. I don't know, I feel like France is a better goal. And there's some good resources in Italy as well. Still, it's better in France. It's important that we just try to keep our manpower losses at a minimum. We're now recruiting, well, we're getting 17,440 men per month to reinforce, because I'm not recruiting anymore. I think we're done? Yeah, we're done. So I've got a bunch of recruits sitting in Japan, not doing anything. But I don't want to get them out here while those submarines are there. So you guys still have supply problems here, do you? Yep. If we take more victory points, that'll help. Good, another few submarines down. We're getting there. Slippery bastards they are. Okay, good, you've made it. Now, get rid of them. If you manage to take that, then we don't need to build a port here, which would save us on construction costs, because right now we really do need our civilian factories to be doing other things. The problem is, though, the longer they keep fighting us, the more our supplies are going to run out. Don't I have planes nearby? Bit of air superiority would help. Okay, we're being attacked here. Oh, but they're handling it. I'll still send some reinforcements anyway. Good, this seems to be going nowhere now. It's just a complete gridlock. Okay, now you're ready to make your attack. Let's do it. And let's hope we can kill all of these guys here, because if we added up 46 divisions, I may need more here. Okay, I'm going to strategically redeploy you down here. If we put more down this way, they might be reluctant to leave the area. Bring a few more as well. Straits of... Hang on, what's going on? Oh, okay. There you go. Okay, it'll take them a few days to get there maybe, but it'll be okay. Looks like we're winning here. Bloody Greeks. Okay, we've got a big ass naval battle happening over here. I can't guarantee the safety of these men yet, so we don't leave. Not yet. Well, the British had a smaller fleet, so I guess it's alright. Whatever we're losing, I'm sure it's just small fire. I may need to send them back to Adana. Okay, supply issues are still a problem here. So we need to hurry up. See, their naval commander's just better than ours. But we've got a big-ass navy. I think that the fact with them is that they've got lots of little navies, and we've got a couple of huge ones. And we've got more coming all the time. So, and these are newer ones. There's some there's a lot of super heavy battle ships in there. They're not going to be so easy to destroy. It'll take a long time to repair, though. Okay, we've actually spotted some enemy forces here. Okay, if we can take this victory point down here, that should give us a bit more supply. Okay, we beat them. Good. More of those submarines dead. Okay, because they just weren't dying for the longest time. Canada's not doing so well. I thought we made the attack there. Did we fail or something? Try again. They failed. Bitch, don't fucking fail me. That was at 98. That being said, I think they lost more than we did. They may eventually, the Bulgarians, join with the Allies. But they'll never get through. Level 10 forts. I didn't actually build forts here. The thing is, I gotta cross over the water. That's just as bad for them. How are we going for supplies here? It's finally in the green. It's not by much, but it's enough for now. Good, we beat them there. Our planes seem to be shooting down a lot of the enemy planes, which is good. Especially if it's getting rid of like their tactical bombers. Need to keep an eye on that. What is taking you guys so fucking long? They're gonna send reinforcements 5 fucking days. Get real. Alright, 3 days. That's not so bad. Can't justify sending them in here. That would be disastrous. The problem is the infrastructure in this area is just garbage. Like if I was to have a look, 0 out of 10. No wonder we can't get much supplies through here. What the fuck do the AI do with all of their bloody factories? They just sit there doing nothing with it all the time. It's 20 years into the campaign and they didn't build up their infrastructure at all. Okay, they're on their way. We've got to be careful on this. Alright, so we lost a lot of destroyers, we lost a lot of aircraft. They didn't lose too much aircraft, but they lost just about all their ships. It was a victory. Okay, now because of that, yeah, you need to go back and repair. It's a level 10 naval base, so it shouldn't take them too long. Quite a lot of stuff that needs repairing. So these guys here will just have to be patient. It's okay, this is not so urgent now. Take the coast, and then everyone in here is dead. Not a heap of them, but it all makes a difference. I think we are overall outnumbered. But the thing is, I don't really worry too much about being outnumbered anymore. After dealing with the Soviet Union, that was hard. This isn't so hard. So yeah, they did have a force here. Hopefully we don't have a river crossing penalty to get over this. Otherwise I'm sending these men here to their death. Possibly. So they have planes here trying to get rid of my convoys. Okay, looks good. And over here. Okay, we've landed. Time to make the attack. Have to do it right now, and you gotta win. Luckily, their forces here are really weak. Okay, they've got air superiority, and there's a fort here. Oh, man. It's a good thing their forces are really weak. How bad's the air superiority penalty? It's not a lot. Now, don't I have some aircraft around here somewhere? I think I took them over to here. Got 400 fighters here that we can use. Alright, bring them back to... Bring them back to there. I mean, this battle will probably be over before then anyway, but once we've taken Singapore, we then need to hold it. What level's the port? Level 8? Okay, that'll give us plenty of supplies. And then we need to make a rush to Kuala Lumpur. If we can get there... Actually, I might start getting there now. I'll pull some of these guys out. Some of the... Just you come back over here. I want you to make a mad rush to Kuala Lumpur. Because if we do that, then they don't have any... Well, actually, they've got a port here. It's only level 1 port, though. They will only be able to get a few supplies in there. And don't forget, there's a lot of divisions in this area. Alright, actually, maybe best secure just the general area. So yeah, they'll spend a bit of time there repairing. Over here, we're fine. The forts are getting built up, but for every level we build up, they just smash it down a section. Because of their tactical bombers. But that's okay. It will be repaired. As soon as all the stuff's here done, we'll have more civilian factories to use. 588 stuff and still not enough. Alright, this is done. That's good. Just be patient, and then we can go and squash them. There's not a heap... Oh, hang on. They've got a port here. They're not going to run out of supplies. I don't suppose you'll be able to attack that. Let's just see. Yeah, I didn't think so. But we can attack other areas close by, squash them in there, and then... Can we nuke it? Yeah, we can. Well, let's just wait until they're squashed in there first. Because I've made like 2 nukes since the last nuke we dropped. Okay, good, we've taken it. Alright, so that's allowing us to have how much supplies? We got heaps. Alright, so yeah, now we just make our way up to Kuala Lumpur. If you could just quickly take this, just make the place not look so untidy. Can't be having any British territory here. Has to belong to Japan. Okay, looks like they want to soften their defenses here. There's no fort there. They've given it up completely. Alright. The fall of Singapore. Okay, hang on. Singapore, the Gibraltar of the East, has been seized by Imperial... Yep. It's all good. Okay, how'd that go for victory points? It didn't really seem to help much at all. I mean, that was worth... What? 10? Yeah, 10 victory points. Seems like we have to take their core territory victory points. Good, they won here. That's what we want to see. And supplies are coming through. And good, we've got another base of operation over here that we can use to outmaneuver them. These 9 tanks here, are they needed? Well, whatever they're doing, I'm bringing them over here. Still got supply issues. Hopefully by the time we get here, it'll be finished. Actually, they've got the most supply issues. So yeah, those forts, if they're at level 3, they're providing 45% bonus, so that's much more than what we had there before. That's more than the river crossing penalty that they suffer. Oh good, you took it this time. See, they're not at full strength. I want you to beat them. Not 100% confident that they'll win, but we do outnumber them massively. It's just that we got to spread our forces out here a bit more better. Here's an idea. I don't think I need any more than 2 here. The rest of you come over here, because we want to make it further push, at least to this side of the river. Yeah, they're not pressing too hard over here now. Still got 130 divisions. I mean, why would there be less? We haven't encircled any. Okay, let's send some reinforcements in there. Okay, supply still not fixed. But at the same time, it's not horrible. Okay, I might actually leave Ethiopia for the time being, because they'll just join allies, and I can use the narrow sections possibly here to trap them in if they don't join the allies. What's going on here? They're actually making an attack. It says it's at 2. It's because they've got heaps of reserves, but our stats are just insanely higher than theirs, so they won't touch us. I will send another one over there, though. Just so it increases the amount of attack that we're doing on them. I think they pulled that unit out that was over here. Well, that was easy. Well, it's not over yet, but it seems like it is. So we under attack here. Yeah, but we got reinforcements coming, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Oh, look at this, you're going to get trapped here. Well, depending on whether or not who wins first. Still, overall, I'd say the war is going very much in my favour. We're highly defensible in areas where we need to be defensible, and we're highly aggressive in areas where the enemy are very weak. And they're not making any real attempts to attack us in areas we're weak. My navy has 1 million people in it. I literally can't destroy my navy fast enough. Okay, this here, it's still repairing. Good, they're not bombing my navy. So we lost a destroyer against their heavy cruisers and light cruiser. Well, whatever. Destroyers are basically nothing. Make the attack. Okay, so if we're going to cut off all these guys here, we need to get over here as well. And that's up to them to do that. That's not easy considering they've got supply issues. Just gonna have to attack them. They're in low supply, a low organization. Even though you're river crossing, just do it anyway. If we get them over here, they're cut off. Well, they're cut off, but they've still got a naval base. They're not going to get out of here, though, while my navy's here. That being said, why don't we just take it off them? Now, do we need to nuke this? I'd say so. It'll save a lot of my guys' lives. Just 3 more hours and then we make the attack. So, France has 10% national unity, which is absolutely nothing. You'd think they would hate us because we've nuked their territory, but they're like, nope, just because of world tension, that's why we hate you the most. Japan's getting its revenge for real World War II, even though it was the Americans that did it. Yeah, they're getting ripped to shit. All of their forces are deteriorating. So I'd call that a mission success. And over here it's quiet on the border, but they still just keep bombing the goddamn forts. Some of them have managed to get repaired. Another thing to note is that we don't exactly have a lot of troops here. I may need to send reinforcements. Maybe. We'll see. So they're crossing over. Wait. Oh no, they got repelled. To cross this river, it's too long. Okay, so looking down at France, they're 75% towards capitulation. I don't know what they were at before. If we were to grab this, would that make them surrender? I don't know, are they like all tactical bombers or something? Because if they're losing like all their bombers, that's awesome. They've withdrawn all their forces from the area. We could potentially make an attack there. Especially if I brought these guys up. Okay, but not today. Let's end the episode here. Right, so situation, good and bad. Well, not really bad, just difficult in France. I mean, we want to, of course, make them surrender. But we've eradicated a lot of their forces. We've got the Horn... Is that the Horn of Africa? I think it is, I don't know. We've got that under control. Now we're just going to move around Ethiopia and crush whatever resistance we have in Africa. Over here, doesn't seem to be a massive issue. I think we've got them under control. So yeah, like and subscribe. Part 76 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.